You're such an asshole.
Greetings and salutations, the old captain here. I gotta show you. I can't show you. I'll show you this. Hang on, I'm gonna show you this. I got a really cool request. I had to go to the store and get this. You'll find out later. Still need one more prop. And just have faith in the old captain. Don't ask no fucking questions. What are you gonna do? I say, I got some. You tell girls, I gotta surprise you. What is it? It's like, do you understand the question I just asked you? It's a surprise. What do you want me to ruin it? What'd you get me for Christmas? Yeah. See, it's a kid's right to try and figure out what he got for Christmas and his birthday. That's your right as a kid to figure it out. Oh, what did Ma get me? Oh, you kind of shaking and then. Although it was easy in my case. It was like, oh, the box that was like this and like this. It was smushy in the middle. I wonder if it's a fucking sweater and clothes. Whoa. Wasn't hard to predict gifts in the Clary household come Christmas time. Like, oh, I wonder if it sucks. Like, shit, you should have bought me it because you had me birth me. Dear Aaron Claire, I've been watching your videos since high school. I made the wise decision to follow your advice to go to school for a trade. I'm currently in my local community college with the first intention of getting my electrical technology certificate. I went this path for job security and not to actually pursue it in my life in this point in time. Well, why'd you do that? Couldn't you have found something that would have been employable and you wanted to pursue at that point in time? It was more of if the shit hits the fan, I have a backup plan. I have all my tuition paid for by the state due to my dad being on disability. All I can say is I hate prerequisite classes at my school. You and me both, kid. You and me both. I have one semester after this to finish my electrical technology certificate. Due to societal pressures from my teachers, I spontaneously said to my parents, I'll go get the associates just to make them happy. So all I can say is a prerequisite class in the school. I have one semester after this to finish my electrical technology certificate. Due to societal pressures from my teachers, I spontaneously said to my parents, I'll go get my associates just to make them happy. This will take another year and a half of torture. I feel like I'm wasting my life getting an associate's degree that I probably won't even use in this point in time in my life. I agree. Look, you made a faux pas. We can't even call it a lie. You got all this pressure from your teachers and your parents. Tell them to fuck off. I mean, don't tell them to fuck off, but tell them, no, I've changed my mind. I want to go work. All right. And this is a common refrain. I had one yesterday. This kid, he wants to go join the Marines, and his dad's beating him. Here, gotta go to college. And you're not going to live your life honestly with yourself until you get the balls to tell people no. No matter how much. And look, this isn't like, no, I want to stay at home and play video games and jerk off to porn. You're like, no, I want to go work. All right? So, and that's what I would do. You get your electrical technology certificate, go test it. Test it in the labor market. See if you can get some work. That's what I'd be doing. And then and you can always go back. School will always be there. It'll always be there. It may be even a more leftist SJW psychological hellhole by the time you go back in 2 or 3 years. But you go to college to work. And you get this certificate specifically to work. So get your certificate and go work. And if you can't find a job, this upcoming summer and all that, fine. Go enroll again. And then get your associates if you want. But even if I was pro-education, I'm pro-training, I'm pro-acquiring skills. Even if I was like the indoctrinated camp, like, oh, colleges are most, I'd say, well, wait a minute, didn't you just get a certificate to go work in electricity? Why don't you go work in electricity? Construction season is upon us. I don't know how far north or south you live in the country. You just tell your parents, no, I'm going to go look for a job. And you know what? Unless your parents are these elite assholes, well, you got to go to college to get a doctorate to prove to my brother that my nephews and nieces aren't as good as my son, which it doesn't sound like that's your parents. You especially tell your teachers to fuck off. Your teachers are your fucking enemy. Your teachers are your fucking enemy. I cannot emphasize that enough. Tell your parents, I'm sorry, I'm going to get a job. All right? That's it. And give it at least this summer. And if it's not, then you go enroll later. So, you are wasting your life getting an associate's. Maybe not. But based on your original plan, stick to the original plan. Oh, here's it. My plan in the beginning was to only get my electrical technology certificate. I've been in college since May of 2016, and I'm sick and tired of the worthless classes. Absolutely! Get the fuck out. That's why you go to trade school, so you don't have to tolerate and give more money to these worthless liberal arts professors. My teachers are telling me to get a higher education. Fuck them. I'm going to title this, Your Teachers Are Your Enemy. Hang on, I'm writing this down, because it is true. Teachers aren't your friends. The snake, remember he went up to Eve and I'm your friend. I'm a teacher. Teachers are the enemy. Your teachers are the enemy. Sorry, it's giving you the seizures, guys. Saving you young kids. People who tell you what you want to hear so that they profit, those are evil people. They are not your friends. Look at what the Democrat Party has done to blacks and Hispanics and women. Holy shit, you want to talk about ruined lives, telling them sweet lies. As long as you vote for me and give me money. Oh yeah, whatever you want to hear, sure. No, your teachers are your enemy. They say the more the better, which is true. No, it's not. It's not. But I don't want it to cost me more of my time in mooching shame that it already has. Granted, these are people who major in electrical engineering, so I give them respect. Oh, okay, so these are, you know what? Okay, fine, give them a little bit of respect. But are they working part-time, or is this their full-time gig? Because if they're full-time teachers, that means they can't do it in the real world. All right? This is so simple to me. They're not going away. They'll be there in 6 months. The school's not going to blow up. Well, even it could, but it's very unlikely. You will still have the opportunity to get your associates. Trust me. Grant these people major lectures. Like I said, I don't want to be doing this associates, but I feel like I owe it to my parents and my teachers. No, you don't owe anything to them. Your teachers... Explain this again, how it works. Your dad was horny and made a deposit of cum into your mother's vagina. That's how you came about. You had nothing to do with it. You didn't sit there like, your mother gave birth to you. Excuse me, I wasn't consulted. You don't sit there in a panel before God and the angels and saying, Aaron, I see, your time has come up. Yes, number 42716B. You're going to be going down to Wisconsin, Aaron. No one asked me, would you like to go? No. Can I wait for the next ship? How about I just not go? How about, no. You're going whether you want to or not. You're born in this world completely without you having a say in it. So you don't owe your parents shit. Your parents owe you to keep you alive and fed until 18. Preferably giving you wisdom and a little bit of harsh life lessons so that you're a functional, self-supporting adult by the age of 18. But we don't want to go that far. Let's just be realistic about the competencies of Gen X parents. So you... and you teach, you watch my videos, you know the propaganda. You know every incentive these people have to keep you in school so they can get more money. You don't owe your parents or teachers anything. You know what you owe your parents and teachers and society? A fucking job where I don't have to pay for your fucking welfare check. That's all you owe people. And getting your ass and go working. Look, going to work a little bit, so you go work for a year. You find out you don't like it, but at least you got some working experience now, which can't be said for 99% of the kids graduating with master's degrees, making you more employable. I feel I won't be worth anything without a degree from what society is screaming. Fuck, did you read Worthless? Do you read the newspapers and hear all these articles about these kids that can't pay back their student loans and they're working as baristas because no one wants their fucking master's degree in painting? My whole life plan is to find a job online and work on some business ideas on the side. Well, why don't you go into programming or something that you can do online? I want to find purpose in life and not use school as a way of stalling that process. All right, look. You put the time and effort into this thing, you're going to use this asset you got, your certificate, to go make some freaking money, all right, and get some working experience. And then you will go back to college if you find out, you could make $60 an hour. You might have a knack to be an electrician. Do you know what electricians make? Do you know what plumbers make? Also, you'd be like, God damn, why do I want to go back and get my associates? You may like being an electrician. All right, little background. I live as a 20-year-old minimalist girl. Oh, you're a chick. Ah, dude, even better. Come on, look at you going into the fucking trades. That's great. Dude, you got, come on. A little background. I live as a 20-year-old minimalist girl that can fit everything I own in a car. Smart girl. Smart girl. I live in a no federal state income tax state. I won't mention the state. I'm debt-free. I learned at a very young age that debt equals misery, pain, and fight. So why you want to go back to college? Or your dad, okay, never mind. That's right. You get it free because of the disability. I also don't work, so I mooch off of everyone, which lowers my self-worth. All right, well, that's bad. Maybe go work. I don't know. Are you qualified? Will you have a certificate in anything to go find a job somewhere that's trade-like, and then you wouldn't have to mooch off of people? Oh. I live with my boyfriend's parents. I really enjoy living with them. Oh, this is another problem. Oh. My mom had 7 children with 6 different dads. Holy shit. I also have an uncle that I have lived with in high school that went to prison for sucking on old ladies' tits. This took a very different turn. My childhood wasn't the best, as you can see, but who hasn't? Well, I'll tell you this, your childhood was pretty fucking bad. It was pretty fucking bad, dude. Mine was nowhere near as bad as yours. Most people's aren't. I would say your mother is borderline abusive, just being that much of a whore. My goals right now are to figure out what I should do next in my life and to set up a good foundation with my future with me and my boyfriend. All right. Will you just humor me and go work? Okay? Just try it. You're going to have to inevitably figure out what it's like. All right? School's over there again. I've gone over this before. You damn right I'm going to recommend the military again. If you come from a dysfunctional family like this, you may want to think about, again, part-time military, National Guard, or reserves. All right? You sound like a not just a cool chick, but you sound more logical, like you're going to go into electrical trade and your thought process. Military might be something to consider. You know, I'm not saying join full-time, but go there, you get benefits and other things, and it could be a career unto itself. You sound, your personality, it would not surprise me if you're like, holy shit, this is the greatest thing ever, and now you're a fucking major, and 15 years from now, hey, Aaron Claire, remember when you're not major so-and-so? Well, thanks. And I order people to get killed on hills all the time. I'm like, oh, good. Maybe not to piss you off. Figure out what to do next in my life and set up a good foundation for me and my boyfriend. Go work, give it a shot, okay? Then if you do want to go back to school and you find out you don't like working as an electrician, look, you find out you like working as an electrician, good, your answer is solved. All right? You find out you don't like working in electricity, good, then you know you got to go do something else. So what I recommend you do is you go back to the community college, you get your associates, or you could go Western Governors University online, that's another one too, and you get your degree in programming or computer science or whatever they happen to call it. Because that's what you wanted to do, why don't you start with that? Which was the first question I had at the beginning of this email. But and that's another thing, you're choosing the right fields. You're not like, I want to go become a teacher. You're pretty, like, again, Army, Marines, Air Force, Force. I get the butt end of the jokes. Also, what is your take on a car-free life? I feel like owning a car takes up at least a quarter of my monthly salary. Well, do you have a car loan? Because if you have a car loan, yeah, then it takes up a quarter. But if you don't have a car loan, yeah, transportation costs money. There's ways you can whittle it down. I currently don't have my driver's license, but I'm working on it. All right, you need that. I took driver's ed twice because my parents wouldn't help. What do you mean your parents wouldn't? You're 20, dude. We don't do the parents anymore. Parents are not there to help you. And from the history, it doesn't sound like they were going to ever. All right, you're 20. When I was 20, there was no, what do my parents think? What will they do? Will they give me? There was none of that. I'm like, oh, I better go do it. Yeah, get your driver's license. It's good to have your license. In car-free life, you can do it, not necessarily in your state, unless you live in a very unique neighborhood where, like, let's say you were going to school at Western Governors University. All right, well, you don't have to commute to a campus, so that's good. So now it's like, okay, where do I got to live? Well, live real close to work. That's the number 2 thing. All right, so you work right next to the shop that you're an electrician at or whatever you do over there. And then ideally, this is where small towns used to have some huge upside potential. You know, in the main street, you'd have the grocery store, the mercantile, and you could all do that. Now it's kind of, all right, is the Walmart nearby? Is it on a bus route? Again, I don't know exactly where you live in that state, but, you know, ideally to find some kind of, but I wouldn't worry about it. Took driver's ed twice, parents wouldn't help. Passed my written driver's test a week ago, and that should last a year. Don't do this I drive on a permit thing. I can only drive during the daytime and I need an adult with me. All right? Get your fucking license. You could go to, you finished your trade degree or certification, you can get a driver's license. For the state you're in, if you were in Chicago or New York or someplace that had large, good public transportation and had everything within walking distance, I would say fine. The state you're in, and in general, you need a car. You just need a car. Owning a car takes up at least a quarter of a monthly salary. Yeah, at your age, yeah, beginning. I think, now I made it real cheap. I had, what did I had? Had an old Ford Escort, and then I had the Gutless Cutlass, and that was an 85 Cutlass Supreme. I paid $1,200 for it, and I just had liability insurance, but I don't think it'd take a quarter. No, it didn't take a quarter, and I didn't make that much. You can find cheap transportation. You could definitely find cheap transportation. You just get a piece of crap car with relatively low miles. It runs. Read Bachelor Pad Economics if you haven't. I have an entire chapter about cars. Liability only insurance. Here's the thing, dude. You got to get a job, okay? Knock that shit off like, oh, I've been mooching off of people. Dude, get a job. All right, you're about to finish up, get a nighttime job, go apply for jobs, make some money, get a car. Don't loan your car to people. Don't lend people money. Sounds like your family just sounds like a bunch of people that are going to, hey, you owe us. You owe us. Because I helped you out. I spat you out. I provided you life. Give me money. I would recommend working and getting a car. Not a fancy one, but yeah, you have no debt. I think you're in a pretty good position there. So get your license. You're like kicking ass in some regards, and then like you fart it out at the end. Like I don't have my license. Get your fucking license. Take the time to research and find a good car. You could find good ones if you're willing to drive. It's worth taking a road trip. Have your have your boyfriend drive you out. Like if you find one 2 states over and it's really okay, go check it out. You got your permit, pass your driver's license, get that. Yeah. You're doing a lot. You're doing damn good, given the fucked up background you came from. You're doing damn good. And let's assume you came from even a privileged background, you're doing better than those people are, because they're just lied up their ass and like, I'm major in theater, and they'll have student loans and student debts. You got tuition paid for it. You got a good certification. You got your head screwed on right. That's the other thing. That's the good thing. All right. So let's go get a job. Let's at least see if your technology degree works. If it doesn't, go back to school, either Western Governors or wherever you want. You can do programming, boot camp, do something online. Please consider the military for me. I think, or at least go talk to a recruiter, because your personality really sounds, I don't want to fuck up. Well, I have free shit and everything paid for. You're kind of more on that side. For fuck's sake, don't get pregnant with your boyfriend. Please don't get pregnant with your boyfriend. All right? Go on the birth control if you're not. There's no pull-out method. I know you're probably not, but let's just because you don't have your license, so I don't know. Get the Norplant, spend the money, whatever you got to do. Please don't fuck up this good situation by you getting pregnant, all right? All right. That's Old Man Cappy, very angry old man Cappy's advice. You guys got questions, go to assholeconsulting.com. Check out the books, Worthless, Bachelor Pad Economics, Reconnaissance Man, blah, blah, blah. Got the Patreon. What else we got? and the podcast, the Clary Podcast. You can find it on SoundCloud.com. All right, we'll see you guys later. Toodles.